Hello everyone, I want to welcome you back to my cooking channel. So today we're going to be making some fresh guacamole and pico de gallo. So let's get started. So what we're going to need, we are going to need 3 avocados to make our fresh guacamole, 2 Roma tomatoes, half of a red onion, and 2 jalapeno peppers. So the first thing we're going to do is peel our avocados. And what you're going to do is you will take you a sharp knife, go right in the middle, and cut it in half. And then you can twist. And as you can see, it comes off really, really easy. So then you're going to get a large spoon and basically scoop it out of the peel. Just like that. Now when you get your avocados, you want to make sure that they are not too hard or unripe. So generally what you can do is if you can give them a gentle push and a give, then they're perfect. So we're going to do our next one here. Do the same thing, spin it, and then scoop it out. Oops, did we forget to? Oh, okay, that one came out easy. And then you just take your knife and put it into the pit and pull it out. And then the last one. And sometimes they don't want to cooperate. And if that's the case, well, then all you do is scoop it out and then basically cut the avocado off around the pit. It's a little bit messier that way, but that's fine. You can always wash your hands. Right. So next, we are going to take care of our half an onion. I need to get me another bowl, because these last few items we're going to have to set to the side because we still have to mash our avocados. So we're going to peel our red onion, and then we're going to dice this. It doesn't have to be really, really super fine when you dice it, but you also don't want to chop it up to where it's huge chunks in the guacamole. Perfect. There we go. You may get some pieces that are a little bigger than others, so you can always chop those down. Perfect. So next, we are going to dice up our tomatoes. And when I do my guacamole, I like to scoop out the inside of the tomatoes, so that way my guacamole is not too watery. And basically you can do that by just taking a large spoon and scooping out the insides. Oh, we're also going to need 2 limes. And we're going to dice these up also. Do our second one, and we'll do the same thing again. And a lot of people are going to say, why are you making it when you can buy it? Well, you don't know what all they put in theirs when you buy it from the store. Granted, a lot of them, like H-E-B, it'll be fresh avocados and they'll make it on site. But still, you know, I think this cost me probably less than $5 because the avocados were on sale this week. So they were like, 75 cents or 70 cents a piece. And then, the onion, which I already had, so I didn't have to buy that. And then the Romas were, so much a pound. And then jalapeños, you can buy a whole bag. And this still might end up spending like more than $1. So, and then plus it doesn't take that long to make. Maybe 10, 15 minutes total. Alright, so we got that one done. And we are going to do the same thing with jalapeños. Unless you like it really spicy, and then you can leave everything in there. We're going to cut those in half. And then scoop out the insides also. Now, once you get done with this, be sure to wash your hands, because I've made the mistake before of rubbing my eye, and then next thing you know, your eyes are burning, and it's not like you can put milk in your eyes to stop the burning. And we're going to dice these up also. And these apparently are going to be somewhat spicy. You can basically tell when you start chopping them up that they'll be hot. Especially whenever your eyes start watering just from chopping them up. being these tend to be a little bit spicier than normal, I'm going to only use 1.5. And I'll take that other half of the jalapeno and store it and use it in our pico de gallo, because that requires jalapenos also. Alright, so that just about does it for this. Yeah, that'll be more than enough. So let me go and get cleaned up from these jalapenos, so that way I don't end up doing something with my hands I'm going to regret. So I'll be back in just a few minutes. Alright, back. So we've got our avocados, and we're going to get us a masher and just mash them a bit. You can also do this in a food processor as well, but I tend to prefer to do it this way because it gives me some time to get out some of my frustration from the work week. There we go. And you can do it as chunky as you like. And for me, that's just about where I want it to be. So, next we are going to be adding in our onions. I'm going to give those a quick stir. Incorporate that in. Won't need a bigger spoon. There we go. That'll be a little bit better. Now we're going to add our tomatoes and our jalapenos. Stir that up a bit. And we're going to put a little bit of salt in this. Spoon and see how we're doing so far. Yep. Now we're going to cut up, slice up 2 limes and put in the juice of 2 limes. And if you can't find fresh limes, you can always use lime juice in the little bottle. I'm not judging because I've done it myself. Decided to make guacamole and get back from the store and find out you forgot the limes. But I had the bottle. Alright, perfect. Give this a stir before we add the other one. Taste. Yeah, we need that a lot. This is my recipe for guacamole. Doesn't mean it's the end all and be all, because some recipes call for cilantro, so you can put that in if you like it. So, and there we go. So let's get this plated up and we'll be right back. And here it is, all plated up. Can serve it with chips, use it for tacos, put it on toast. You can pretty much use it for anything. So now let's get set up and make our pico de gallo. All right, so for our pico de gallo, we're gonna need cilantro, 6 Roma tomatoes, half an onion, 2 limes, 1.5 to 2 jalapeños based on if they're, you know, extra spicy, which apparently this one was. So let's get this stuff chopped up. So we're gonna move this over to the side and we will start with our onion. And it doesn't have to be as fine a dice as what we did on the pico de gallo. And then we just dump it all in the bowl. Looks like we got a couple of big pieces in there. And you can chop them down as you need. I try not to get them too big. Yeah, that looks good. Now, I tend to try and use as much of my tomatoes as I can, throwing away just the stem part. And once again, this is a pretty versatile side item. You can use it for a standalone dip, for tacos, fajitas. Oop, one trying to get away. And also, it's easier to make this, because I mean, we're looking at maybe 10 minutes to make. And I try to make sure and get my aromas somewhat firm. tomatoes, I find that they tend to slice a bit easier when they're a little firmer. And we're almost done with our tomatoes. And just like anything, it's always going to be better the next day once the flavors have had a chance to blend in with each other. So I tend to make my guacamole and my pico de gallo like a day before I need it. And if you need more, all you have to do is double the recipe. All right. For some reason my nose seems to want to itch today. I wonder if it's from the jalapeños. All right, so we're using the half of one. All right, yeah, it's from jalapeños. Oop. All right, so we're going to do the same thing before. Cut these in half and then scoop out the insides. And once again, if you like it hotter, you're more than welcome to leave them in. Perfect. So what we're going to do is we are going to put in 1.5 to begin with and then test it. And if by some chance we need more, we'll add another one. So that gives us roughly the one we need right there. Wash my hands real quick. take these and just set these to the side for now. And then we're going to do our 2 limes. Get out as much of that juice as you can. That's the first one. Oops. Oh, okay. For a minute I thought I cut him wrong. Alright, get that. Okay. And we're going to get us a little bit of cilantro, like that. And this you can kind of test to see how much you have or how much you want in it. It's just, I tend to start off with a small batch and then add as needed. Alright, put that in there. Perfect. Put that over there out of the way. Just a big spoon. Give this a stir. Just a little bit of salt in this, and we're going to see here. A couple of pinches of salt. Yeah, we don't need any more jalapeños because that batch is kind of spiky. All right, one more taste test. Perfect. Don't need any more cilantro. Definitely no more jalapenos. So let's get this all plated up and I'll be right back. And there we have our pico de gallo. Now all we need is some chips to go with this and the guacamole. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, enjoy the food that I'm showing you how to cook. Bye.